Hi guys, I'm back with my October design team project for Calico Collage. The kit I used, the journal kit I used, was called AppleSpice. I've also used the AppleSpice planner kit that you can get as an add-on with this as well, and I used some of the planner pages. So I've actually made this into like a 6-week planner, so being a fall theme, that gives you about 6 weeks of, you know, fall planning. I decided to use the cinch again. And I used, what do you call the file folders, these file folders that I had, and I was kind of inspired by Kay, hi Kay from Art in the City, because she uses the file folders and she folds them and uses them in covers, and I thought, well, I'll just cut it and it makes good covers, so I used my cinch. So I just added this sari silk here. I mean, these are just tied on and can easily be, you know, take a piece off if you need it for a tag, or leave them on or add more. So in the front here, I've done some stitching. There is an area here I left open, and I put that together so you could tuck some secret thing in there. So that's pretty much it. I've just added a few little things. This is an image from the kit. So going inside here, this is a big deep pocket, and these are some little bits I've added. Along with some Daphne's Diary bits. You know, some of the outside pages of Daphne's Diary had some pretty little, you know, images around the edges of the pages that went really well with this kit. So this is a piece of Bow Bunny paper that I had. This paper here is, instead of tea dyeing or coffee staining, I used my dilutions, and this one's called Dirty Martini ink spray. And I've got a lot of journals coming where I've used this color to, and some of them look, you know, light, some of them look dark, some of them look grungy. I just like that effect because it gives it that rustic feel and almost like that eco dyeing feel without having to, you know, do any actual eco dyeing. Here's some little Daphne's Diary bits I sewed in, and there's another image from the AppleSpice kit. The pages in here are, I used a thicker paper, so they're really sturdy. This is, I've backed, every image page is backed with one of her lined kits, as I always do, because her lined pages fit so well in the back. This is one of the big tags, and I've just added some sari silk on the top, and I've added some really old vintage like ledger on the back there, so it gives a nice writing space. I made scraps, those little notebooks. This is being a little planner. I mean, it's designed to, you know, you can add, because I used the big coil, this one's like an inch and a bit, I think, inch and a quarter, so you can actually, if you had a cinch, you can add more pages into it, or do tip-ins. Done some stitching. This is another journaling card, and I've backed all the journaling cards in here with coffee dyed paper. They're so cute. And this was an image I had. It says Canadian apples. It was kind of an old advertisement, and I'm from Canada, so I thought it was kind of fun. And I just added this paper bag in here, stitched it on there. Just added a little bit of journaling cards, and here's the little words that come with the kit. So like you could cut them out and put them somewhere, or you could actually, you know, some of these you could actually make into like little greeting cards or something. And then on the back here, it gives you more journaling space. This is another journaling card from the ephemera part of the kit, and little tickets. This is some blank music note paper that I had printed up. The images, the pages in the kit have, you know, a lot of this old ledger style to it, so it gives you like tons of writing space. And I like to have, you know, lines and images on the back, so front and back of the pages. So this is Make Today Awesome, don't forget. I've added a few of these in here because they go in between the weeks. And this one here, it says Inspire Today. So it gives you a little bit of area of inspiration. I've added some more sewn bits. Now this is where the week starts. So this is 1 week. This is a little pocket, and I pulled out these from old apple recipes from old, you know, cookbooks that I found at a vintage shop. So so then here's week 2, line space, week 3, week 4, 5, and then 6. So, I mean, you don't have to do it consecutively, and it doesn't have to be necessarily fall. It can be, like me, I start sometimes my planner week, skip a week, because that's how I roll sometimes. Sometimes that week wasn't good to write, so I don't like to leave it blank, so I'll just work into the week after. Here's a little apple charm sewn on there, and here's, I love the coffee staining of this this page. There's another little ephemera from the kit. And again, here's another one. This one says important, and I've stitched some more extra pages in there for a little note taking. And you've seen this page again already. I've added, again, a few of those in there. So this part at the back is kind of like more like junk journaling, or you can add recipes, inspiration. I've done lots of stitching, and I wanted that little grungy feel, so you can see there's lots of little tabs, and I'm really getting a handle on my sewing machine, so I've been enjoying doing that. Here's another piece of this crayon apple pie, just some little bits in there. Here's some more of that Dirty Martini stained paper. I've added more collaging in the corners. It's pretty. Another one. So this could kind of be like a November daily, October daily. Well, if you like apples all year round like my daughter does, then it doesn't have to be fall. I like the coffee staining on that one too. And I used, this is an old index out of I like this one. It says, "Today I'm grateful for." She really, you know, thought up all kinds of neat little things in this kit. This here is I made this into a pocket. It's from a atlas, the index in an atlas. I just did some collaging. This one's from the kit. It's all backed with coffee dyed paper, and then this was a page from a vintage book on the common apple and trees, and you could fussy cut them out and use them for collaging. Some more of this. I like this grid. She's actually added almost like a little recipe here. This page, I like to use the old pages out of old books, you know, the front, just the inside the cover before the actual book begins. There's always those plain pages. Those are like, they're awesome. Never waste them. The texture of the paper is amazing. And this is my favorite image. Just love that one. And I used a piece of that Dirty Martini page. And here's the back. I did a collage there. This is also a pocket. I just want to show you the back real quick. This is the back of this. I used an envelope. I bound that right in there. So I'll just go back here. So this is the pocket. What I've done is I've just added a little clip. This is old book pages from with apples, and here's another one of these old recipes. And I used some old ledger. And again here I did a little collage, little pieces of Daphne's diary. Putting this together reminded me of my grandmother because of the way that she always used to have little papers all around. So this would be something that, you know, it's a kind of collection and you know, put stuff together. This was from the Daphne's diary as well. I just threw it in there because, you know, you could easily write on the back. And this is just a little envelope I made with copy paper. There's a little ticket still in there. And I had this image of the that I had bought off an Etsy seller. I just thought it was kind of fun. You could stick it down here or use it somewhere. And then inside the envelope, what I did with the planner pages, I used the planner pages, but also in the kit, you also get calendar. So this is a 1-year calendar. And it's got 12 months, just a little booklet sewn together. I didn't really do a cover or anything on it, but it does tuck in nicely right here. And I've used that as the back of my cover. So anyways, that is my project for October, and it was super fun. I had fun. I like to, you know, do something different and add like lots of little bits, and there's certainly room to grow in this. I mean, if you start adding things in there, you can certainly do that too. But okay, if you like it and you would like to win it, yes, I'm doing another giveaway. Tomorrow is November 1st, and November is Diabetes Awareness Month, and more specifically, November 14th is world recognized, as far as I know, World Diabetes Day. So that is when I'm going to do the drawing. Carissa insisted I do another drawing because, as you guys all know, my channel's called Love My Type 1 Girl. Well, my daughter is type 1 diabetes since she was 16 months old, and she's 9 now. So we have learned everything that we can at this point, and every day is a new learning curve. But apples are one of the really wonderful foods about diabetes. It's really stables her blood sugar. It's usually the last snack she has in the evening, and it's just been amazing for her blood sugar. And it's probably, other than melons, she doesn't really like any other fruit, but she loves apples. So this was kind of, you know, my idea of, you know, let's do a giveaway. It's something that represents something that my daughter likes, and it's also a really good food for diabetes, because it's, you know, it's just got the perfect balance of carbs and protein and all that stuff. So anyway, I won't ramble on about that. But yes, if you're interested in winning it, you just need to be a subscriber and give me a comment. And yeah, I will have Carissa do the drawing again on the 14th, which is World Diabetes Day, and we'll go from there. So anyway, that's my project for this month, and I'm look forward to seeing some comments if anybody's interested in winning. So take care, and we'll talk soon.